Hey everybody, and welcome to the next edition of Cryptocopia's weekly AMA live stream series. We are live. I'm your host, Mike Spellcheck, if you're in the Discord or on Twitter. And today I'm joined by influencer and full-time trader, full-time trading expert, Crypto Michael. He tweets his views on the crypto charts. He has a Telegram group where he shares his best setups, whatever he's watching, chart-wise, and shares that with the Telegram. So let's welcome Michael to the channel. Michael, how are you today?
Doing fine. Shorting right now. So
you're shorting.
Yeah,
you're shorting right now.
A little bit.
What makes you bearish?
Well, the rejection earlier this night on Bitcoin at 4K was quite severe, and the buying pressure is slightly slowing down. So I feel like we are going to see a small retracement.
Why don't we talk first a little bit just about your background? How did you get into crypto? When did you first start trading?
I actually got involved in crypto during February, March of 2017. I'm an economic student, so everybody wants to make money, and therefore I just got introduced by that. And during the months after that, we saw the alt spring, alt summer, and well, yeah, that got me attached to it. During that period, I actually started reading about blockchain, the future of what I feel like is the economy going to be looking like. And yeah, well, right now I got like addicted, I guess. I don't know. Took over my life, and I saw experts charting and deleting their charts. And then I started to tweet about them myself, and that just took a whole road. Like I started 15 months ago with just tweeting about it, and right now I've got 35K followers.
You work at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange?
Yeah, I am a full-time trader there from the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, and there's like a Dutch channel constantly, which is RTLZ, and they are discussing the equities markets on a daily basis. So that's actually my office, which I can see from here on the TV. And we are there with a group of 10 people. There's a fund, there's an ICO consultancy, and I'm there as well. And we're just connecting network to help each other out, because it's such a small world and we can just benefit from each other.
Speaking of trades, what do you look for when you're looking at a setup? What do you usually want to see before you'll put your money in?
Well, actually, we had the small bottom at 3.4K, and that was quite smooth one, which is lower sell pressure, making some bullish diverges, nice wedge play. And that's actually what I'm looking for. And now it's the same, it's flipped over, rising wedge, lower bias volume, bearish divergence. That's just, and a big rejection. That's just easy short. There are just standard plays all the time, and when I don't see a good one, I'm just not playing it. If you do a proper risk management and portfolio management, you can actually compound your profits and go all the way. So it's all about discipline and calculating what your risk will be. Not if you lose a trade, that's fine, but cutting your trade at 1.5% instead of holding them because you feel sad about it and lose 15%, you actually have to make like 20% back, which is not easy. So discipline and risk management are so important.
As far as crypto is concerned, what kind of milestones would you be looking for? What would you want to see before you would call a bottom and say that the worst of the bear market might be over?
What I generally want to see is marking a bottom is that we see big bullish divergence on bigger time frames, a huge volume spike, and everybody turning bearish instead of bullish. We have seen the bottom. Right now, it's just too smooth. Everybody flipped bullish way too soon. And I feel like we have to get out of this sort of instant bullish sentiment quite fast. We have to get rid of like 90% of the ICOs. Many of them are actually already wrecked, and they didn't sell their tokens. So we have to get rid of more of these ICOs. There will be more stories of actually bankruptcy, and then I'm getting confirmed that we are close to the bottom. Right now, I'm not. I just feel like it's an upwards correction.
I'm just curious if you would rather swing, trade like a large cap coin, or if you're more focused on shit coins, or it doesn't really matter to you as long as the chart looks good.
As long as if there's volume, I'm interested. If there's no volume, I'm not interested. First, the big ones, they have to pump up, and when they stabilize, the smaller ones will follow.
Which TA indicators do you prefer to use? Like, what are your favorites and what are your least favorites?
I don't use many. I'm using the RSI and sometimes the MACD, using moving averages for actually resistances and support. And furthermore, just price action, volume, and Fibonacci. I really love Fibonacci, indicating where they are going to bounce or whatever. But price action, Fibonacci, volume, they are the three you actually have to use. Sometimes even Elliott waves, but you can count them all the way and just change your bias when it's going wrong. So it's not really helpful when trading.
Why don't we open it up? Let's open the floor and get some of these questions going. So first off, Yicky is asking you, Michael, what keeps you motivated to keep trading when some of your portfolios take a loss, especially if it's a huge loss and you get wrecked? You know, how do you stay motivated?
Actually, you're getting more like an adult and you start learning about yourself when you make big mistakes. And during the past 18 months, I've made some big mistakes, learned from it, made me stronger. Whenever I'm wrong on something, I just cut the loss and go to the next one. It's just like being a robot, automatic.
Next up, we got Sody Pop, who wants to know if you ever keep a position open overnight.
Yep. I don't really care. Sometimes I have to wake up during the night. That's a little bit shit, especially when you're with a girl or whatever. But that's just business, man. It's 24/7.
What's your excuse when you have to wake up somebody? Hey, I have to go get wrecked at 5 a.m. Hang on a second.
Well, I just say that I have to work and that's it. But like what you can see, my bed is over here, so I don't have to go that far. So I can actually do it from my bed. But I've been trading some nights just all night, and that's a little bit shit when you're with friends around or whatever, or just going out and you have to go home because of the trade. That's shit. But in the end, it's about trading for like 6 or 7 years, experience one bull market, and then you should be done.
Yicky is asking what your best advice is for experienced traders who want to become independent and trade full time.
First of all, you have to have like a sort of bankroll on your spare account for that you can live for a full year without the pressure of actually making profit in trading. And if that's set, then you've got to get your rhythm going on. I wake up, I eat, I check the charts, make the update for my group, go to the gym, and then I'll go to the office for just as a normal working day. During the evening, I relax, final update, that's it. Just approach it as being a pro football player or just working. It's constant rhythm, living healthy, not like partying all the time because you make profits. And disciplined, and that's the only way you can actually succeed in this market. I can't say I'm there already. However, if I compare myself with like a year ago, I made some serious progress, and that's just all because of experience. You don't have to know all the TA points. It's all about your mental state. And if that's not right, then you won't be able to succeed.
Listen, everybody, we're actually going to do something new today. We're going to screen share, and Michael's going to walk us through some of his charts and, you know, what he's looking for in a trade, what he's seeing, you know, for the next, I don't know, you know, what kind of time frame you're looking at, maybe a few weeks, maybe daily, you know, we're kind of leaving the floor to you.
Yeah, what we have been discussing is that I'm in like a small short right now to hedge myself. Because of this pattern over here, we can actually just check the bigger time frames and discuss whether we are seeing the bottom right now. But what I see here is the rising wedge structure, which we have broken downwards from, and it's actually a typical rising wedge. Slight higher tops with a big rejection here at the 4K. It tried to go through it without any big volume, and then the sell came in and the rejection with the bearish divergence. So right now we drop down, and I'm like waiting until we find a new floor. We have had a big impulsive wave, and from that we have to correct for a little bit, I say. And actually I'm in a Litecoin short right now because it's more beautiful as a PA standpoint. I had a big impulsive wave upwards, and right now you can see there are some bearish divergence on the RSI here as well.
Mm-hmm.
moved into this resistance area, and I feel like we're gonna correct until at least the $40 zone. So yeah, I've entered this short here earlier this morning, and most likely what I want to see is this pattern, that we make a lower high and then bounce out of this trend line. I think it's more funny to actually discuss whether we've seen the bottom. I've been tweeting about this a little bit in the past. What I'm looking for in this bottom area is what you see here. You've seen that this is making another drop down after we have broken the support levels here. Support levels broken, retest, support level broken, big sell-off, a little upwards move towards the earlier resistance, which you could be seeing towards like 6K, and then another drop down. And then we made the bullish divergence on the bigger time frames, indicating that we have seen the bottom, in which you have seen on, we can see it actually on the indexes as well. After the 2000 crisis and the 2008 crisis, we saw the actual bottom confirmation by that structure as well.
Okay.
Right now, we just had a big impulsive wave downwards, in which I believe we are correcting upwards to maximum 4.8K. We can go to 6K, who knows at this point. And then we have to go down again to actually create it over here as well. There's none over here because this is high low. So I'm still waiting, and I'm feeling like we didn't have seen the bottom yet. If we go to the yearly one, actually.
Jesus, man, it is just up and up.
This is actually the same as Bitcoin, man. Fun part is, if you look at this, then this is like the big Great Depression. It's the same sort of pattern as right now. I'm not like.
That's comforting.
Yeah, but even for instance, Amazon. This one is just mooning like crazy. Just get rid of the volume warrior. And this over here, this drop down, is the 2000 crisis, the internet bubble. So yeah, you can actually just compare it. It's just the same pattern over and over again.
Are there any small cap coins that you're looking at right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at my beauty Stratus. This one is, despite this stupid wick downwards on Binance, it's actually quite beautiful. Just broke this major downtrend since the actual bear market started. Retraced all the way down, and I feel like we can have a 3x from this one during alt season. Waves is one of these not organic pushes we have seen lately. This whole move, I don't feel like it's really organic. One of the weirdest ones I've seen in a long time. But as long as it keeps the 7K zone over here, this one could go up. However, what we see is it's making constant lower highs, so, and potentially a descending triangle, and probably the volume is vanishing away as well. So at this point, I'm not really bullish about this one. If I'm long in this one, my stop will be close to 7K, because of the fact that if we drop below this level, then there's like, the drop could be severe.
Thank you again for doing this, man. It's been really great to pick your brain a little bit. Is there anything that you want to shout out? Do you want to tell us about your Telegram group?
Just follow me on Twitter, man. Just follow me. I'm the biggest shit poster around, but no, I'm kidding. But just follow me on Twitter, and that's fine, man. Everything is posted there.
We will be watching what you're calling out, because these are some really great targets that you gave us.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, and all the best with your YouTube channel as well, man.
Thank you. Happy trading.
Thanks, man. See ya.